Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, coming at you with another StarCraft 2 commentary. And don't worry, I'm going to stop doing that. Actually, a couple of people I talked to yesterday at the LAN party talked about how it's annoying when I do the selection box, like I'm spamming when I'm observing, and I realize that too. I got to stop. It's just I'm making a concerted effort not to do this. Anyway, this is a game between PainUser and CatZ. CatZ from the Root clan, of course. PainUser. Actually, I'm not sure what clan PainUser is in. Let me see if I can double check that in the background. Anyway, but this is a series. This is part of a series of games. I'm going to try and cast the whole series. I don't want to tell you how many games there are because I don't know. Don't know where this series is from. There's just so many random tournaments these days that it's hard to tell where different series are from and you know what situation they're in. So I don't want to say how many games there are because the amount of games, I don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't even say why. I'm not gonna say it because you might be so smart that it'll spoil it for you. It's like the riddle where it's like, you know, there's 2 black hats and 3 white hats and 3 prisoners are brought into a room and all that stuff. It probably doesn't make any sense unless you've heard that before. I don't think I'm going to bother telling that whole riddle right now, though. Oh, engineer bait in the natural. Anyway, so in case you didn't catch my last video with Axlav versus Sen, I am doing this game partly because this fellow right here, putting down his engineering bay, PainUser, I actually had the pleasure of meeting at the GomTV Star League Finals party at Eudaimonia in Berkeley last night. That was totally awesome, and PainUser, very, very cool guy, very fun to talk to. It was really cool hanging out with him and the others that I mentioned in the other video while we were watching the games. Anyway, so I just wanted to do some PainUser vids since he's a very top-level player in the United States and cool guy, so I thought I'd just give him some cred by casting his game. So hopefully, again, I'm not going to be casting... well, hopefully I'm not going to be casting games where... you know, to give him some cred and then he loses. That would be unfortunate. Anyway, but this is going to be a series between him and CatZ. Should be fun. Don't know too much about CatZ either, actually. I mean, he's obviously on the Root team. In fact, I think someone told me that. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I don't know. Okay, well, now I have to say it. I thought that I heard that CatZ was the leader of the Root team, but I could be wrong about that as well. Anyway, let me look it up on their website. I should have looked this stuff up beforehand. I didn't think I was going to need to know this stuff. Sometimes my rambling leads to dangerous places. Rootgaming.com with a hyphen. That's probably not going to say who their clan leader is on their site. Anyway, yes, so let's get back to this game. A few Marines coming out here are a little bit doomed with these Zerglings. Well, actually, no. If he micros well, he can do pretty well, obviously, as we're seeing. I thought there were more Zerglings coming from behind for some reason. That engineering bay really, really delayed this hatchery a lot. So his production is going to be a little bit low. I'm curious to see what CatZ is going to do about that. He's got a decent number of drones. And I'm not spamming. I'm checking to see how many drones he has here. Significant number of drones. Finally, micros his way back there. Sorry, I should have been watching those Marines. A little bit off today. A little bit off. I actually just got done laddering for like a few hours. I played 6 or 7 games. This was after I tried to do the SC Reddit Open this morning. Got absolutely slaughtered in the first game. I thought I was doing okay too, but then I just got completely owned. Partly because I was rusty, partly because he was a better player. He ended up getting to the round of 32 or 16, the guy that I was facing, actually, out of 128, so not too bad. Anyway, so we've got PainUser. He tried to put on some early pressure, kind of just traded early units. You know, he knows that CatZ isn't going to have a whole lot of stuff right now because he forced his second base to slow down. He made him make a bunch of early Zerglings, killed said early Zerglings, and so he can pretty safely expand. He wants that bunker up just in case of some kind of a bust or something like that. And I like this little wall he's going to put here. Ooh, that's pretty. He's going to put the engineering bay there, the barracks next to it, the bunker, put a siege tank behind it, I like this, just in general, floating all of his buildings out to create a big wall so that if there's some kind of a Baneling attack, he can hold it off a lot easier. I don't think he probably expects a Baneling bust. Usually at this level, well, at this level, you don't see a lot of, just random Baneling busts. Sometimes you see it at lower levels, and sometimes you actually see it at higher levels. In the GSL, sometimes you see these crazy Zerg players that just go in and just do crazy, Zergling attacks, or like the Kirik Zenith, massive, like you get a good economy and then you go for massive Ling Baneling, that kind of thing. Anyway, either way, it helps to have a nice wall in front of your units so that you can really be sure to protect against that kind of attack, either earlier or later. Sometimes, you want to protect against counterattack. He's making some roaches, though. He's going to run them around the back here. And this map, you can run them all the way around the back and come in the back of their base if you want to. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of these roaches is, other than maybe harass some SCVs, check to see if there is an expansion. He's getting out a decent amount of Zerglings now. So basically, we're at the point where CatZ is almost saturated on his minerals, for his drone count, basically. Maybe a little bit low. But at this point, he can shift into full production mode and start building an army, basically, at this point. And here's those roaches just going to come in and pick off a couple SCVs. Actually, not too bad. Except they're going to die. Oh, are they going to get out? Are they going to get away? Marines chasing him down. Probably don't want to engage. He'd probably lose a couple Marines as well. He might reposition a siege tank there. Anyway, but both players are actually pretty good on their saturation. Well, actually, never mind. I'm looking at this. PainUser could use some more SCVs on his expansion. But either way, they're both going to be putting out a lot of units now at this point. Both of their economies are getting pretty heavy. And we're actually seeing 2 factories going up with tech labs. So he is going to probably, it looks like, mass siege tanks. He may be worried about a spire, and he may be preparing to get an armory somewhere and try and get Thors in case of Mutalisk later. I mean, obviously, it's not what he's doing now. But I'm just saying, eventually having those 2 factories with the machine shops is going to help for that too. And he's got a lot of barracks with a couple tech labs. Now he's finally going to put a reactor on there, and so he can start putting out a lot of. Look at this little shape on the minimap there. It's kind of interesting how that worked out there. So anyway, CatZ's going to take an expansion at the gold base, and that makes sense. I mean, like I said, he's got full saturation at his bases. He might as well get another base. So you can build some more drones and have them be worthwhile. Very nice door here. He's coming in with a lot of roaches. This is not a good idea. Oh, that's disgusting. All those roaches are going to get hit, and the Ling's coming in a little bit later. If he come in with the Lings a little bit earlier, it looks like he's probably going to hold off this attack. He's going to have to bring off some SCVs, but loses relatively little. Oh man, that was not good at all. With that many siege tanks, it's really not good to attack with that. Just those roaches, as we can very well see. I guess he's just trying to put pressure on, keep his army count low. Because if he can't keep PainUser's army count low, well, he gets this high yield mineral base up, then that will actually do pretty good. Because then, PainUser won't be able to move out, basically. It looks like he is going to try and move out and try and take his own gold expansion. Uh-oh, sneaky roaches coming around behind.